Hello, welcome to ChapterSkip. I'm Joe.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Sean, and we're bringing you movie reviews with a twist.
And today we're going to take a look at World War Z.
It's World War Z.
Z.
Right, now first off, I've not listened to the audiobook, nor have I read the actual book, World War Z, An Oral History of the Zombie War, so I've got nothing to compare this to, apart from other zombie movies that I've watched.
And I've seen enough zombie movies now to know that they come in all different shapes and sizes.
They sure do. There's Cockney zombies, slow zombies, fast zombies, zombies in love, and even zombies that can play video games. Granted, not very well, but my point being is that at the heart of the zombie canon, they're just infected dead mother effers. They just want to rip humans apart with no disregard of race, religion, creed or colour.
At least World War Z managed that, I guess.
WWZ, or World War Z as I call it, is from director Mark Forster, whose previous works include the Bond movie Quantum of Solace, and he did Stranger Than Fiction and Machine Gun Preacher, and it's based on the awesome book by Max Brooks, who also wrote the Zombie Survival Guide.
The movie stars Brad Pitt and a cast that are not really relevant.
Yeah, the movie just centres on Brad Pitt's character of Jerry Lane, leaving everyone else pretty much reduced to the sidelines. Jerry is braver than any other man. He's more astute than anyone, and he's smarter than your average scientist. Oh, and he's a compassionate family man with lovely hair. Kind of sounds like me.
Feeling pretty modest today, Sean.
I am.
Now, this film started off on a bad note, especially when during various news report type things, there was a clip that showed human turd Piers Morgan. And having to see a shot of him speaking was pretty much the equivalent of being shown a close-up of a rectum just as a huge stream of wet poo comes pouring out of it. Still, once the film starts, all hell breaks loose and it's up to Jerry to save his family and ultimately help save the world. So he teams up with a group of SEALs and a virologist in an attempt to find a cure.
But then disaster strikes in the form of a slippery surface. It's just a shame that nobody put one of those caution wet floor signs out, as it could have saved someone's life.
Who knew they were so vital? Here you go, guys.
Ooh, just put mine on there.
Yeah,
Here you go.
Ah! Jeez, that's hot!
I only just washed the bloody floors!
Sorry. Really hot and I burnt my fingers.
Don't worry about that, Joe. We'll clean that up in a second, alright?
Fine, I'll go and get the wet floor sign so no one hurts himself.
Sorry. Holy crap, what are the chances of that happening?
Pretty ironic when you think about it though, isn't it? You're playing at!
Not going to waste 2 cups of tea in one day, Sean.
That's what I would have wanted.
Other cast members include... who am I kidding? Brad Pitt's the only one in this movie.
Yeah, apart from the hordes of galloping, screeching zombies who flow through the streets at such a rapid pace as they run full tilt at their target that they probably resemble what Usain Bolt's sperm must look like under a microscope.
Now, way back when the trailer was released for the movie, I had doubts. Then the film went through a whole bunch of production changes. Then I had serious doubts. Then the movie was finally released and, for the most part, it was getting fairly decent reviews. So I was feeling a little bit more optimistic about watching it. And after watching it, I don't know why I had so many doubts. This film is freaking awesome! Sorry guys, just kidding. This film sucks a big one. The movie was so dull and uninspiring it made me feel like I was watching a movie that was hacked together with a lawnmower. The action sequences were really messy and I could barely understand what was going on.
Now, there are a lot of things, not just from the book, but in general, that were just glossed over. There's a scene with a nuclear explosion in the distance, and you have just enough time to think, holy crap, was that a nuke? When you realise that the movie's going to tell you nothing about it, and it was probably just a crap plot device to lose a phone signal. There were a few references to the book thrown in there, but they felt out of context in the film, as if they were there just so that someone can say, look, we did a bit from the book, yeah, we're good, aren't we? In fact, so much of the book has been ignored that you have to wonder why they bothered calling it World War Z, or Z. It's like they've just taken a few elements and ignored 95% of what it's actually about. You have to wonder what they'll do next.
Europe, 1943. The German army marches steadily across the land.
No, please don't hurt me anymore.
German army knew no boundaries.
Please don't shoot me. I'm innocent.
This summer,
Die.
prepare yourself for one woman's fight for freedom.
Nein, ich habe eine Family und Kinder.
Prepare for
I'll make a note of it.
Frank. Based on the true story.
Now, I don't think we're hating on the film because it's a zombie movie done bad. We're hating on it because it's really quite a boring movie on the whole. The zombie parts, in my opinion, were actually the best part of the movie. And it was just all the in-between bits that were so frustratingly boring. And adding the camera shake didn't make things any more exciting. Only nauseating.
Now, ever since 28 Days Later, everybody and the mum has started doing running zombies.
Yeah, and they completely forgot that there aren't any zombies in 28 Days Later. They weren't dead people in that film, just folks that were infected with a disease that made them very, very angry. A bit like I was when I watched Spring Breakers. Still, despite how much I dislike running zombies, there were some good moments in here as they charged forwards in a large onrushing horde and presented a credible, unstoppable threat. Just not one that should have been attributed to zombies.
Now, there were a few other nice touches in the film too, such as when Jerry made himself some nifty arm protectors from some discarded magazines.
Yeah, it's something I hadn't seen before. Pretty good idea.
I'm going to make a cool arm protector like they did in the movie.
Good shout. I'm going to protect my head because everyone knows zombies eat brains.
Yeah. Sweet! That looks really good. Joe, what are you doing?
Hang on, guys. I'll be with you soon.
Take this up with you, Sean.
Alright. Ready?
Yep.
Right. Strap me in and then test it out, alright?
Alright, mate. Bloody hair. There we go. Ready?
Yep.
Nice!
Check out what I've built.
Sweet!
Pretty sweet, eh? This film I felt worked well as an action film, and that's all it should have been. In my opinion, it was silly to have zombies in the movie and not show blood, gore and death. It was like 28 Days Later but put through the bloody Hollywood blender again. The cast felt plastic and the plot felt flat, and clocking in at just under 2 hours, far too long.
I really didn't like this movie at all, and I'm wondering if I missed something because of all the decent reviews that it's been getting. But for me it was just a messy, dull, uninspiring movie that was too long. It was paced all wrong and lacked tension and really made me feel apathetic to all the characters. There are rumours of a sequel which has got me reaching for my gun, because everyone knows you have to aim for the head, and that's where I'm aiming for World War Z 2. Let's put it out of this misery before it gets the lust for brains and, probably most importantly, your cash.
Even if you discount how much the film has ignored its source material and you don't bring the book into the equation, as a standalone film, it's just not that good. Characters and events are ignored or glossed over, and the whole thing feels messy and disjointed. It does start to come together towards the end of the movie, but by then, you really won't care about the characters or the events. If you really want to experience what World War Z is all about, then buy the book. Or do what I did and get the audiobook, as it's fantastic, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. If you're looking for a good zombie film, this isn't it.
Thanks a lot for checking out this World War Z movie review. Now here at ChapterSkip we wasn't too keen on this film, but nonetheless we'd still like to hear what you have to say about the movie. Do you agree with us? Or did you like the film? Tell us why and leave a comment below. If you enjoy our movie reviews with a twist, then please make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook. Check out the description box for all the links. Thanks.
It's just a shame that no one put one of those caution wet signs out, as it could have saved a life.
Who knew they were so vital?
Caution, wet signs.
I don't know why I had so many doubts about this film. It was freaking awesome!
Yeah, bounce.
There were a few other nice touches in the film too, such as when Jerry made himself some nifty arm protectors from some magazines. Now there were a few other nice touches in the film, such as Now there were a few other nice touches in the film too, such as Jerry.
Nice touches.
He was nice. He had nice hair. I love Brad Pitt so much. He was good in Fight Club and another movie 7.
What's in the box? Okay. Nein! Shut the f***ing up, Joe.